It's a cloud. It's fog. No, it's a monster. As a town from Aladdin called Ababa is having a normal day, dancing, eating, shopping, and having fun, a huge monster washes over the whole town, taking over people's minds and having total control because of a substance people think is not an issue. This substance is vaping, which is a constantly unhealthy growing problem for teenagers all over the world because of nicotine. According to Truth Initiative, the Schroeder Institute, one pot of a Juul is equal to 20 cigarettes worth of nicotine, almost one pack of cigarettes, or 200 puffs. Nicotine is an addictive substance that users can't get enough of, or will try and stop, but can't because of the withdrawals such as headaches, or cravings, or insomnia. According to Dr. Michael Joseph Blaha of Johns Hopkins Medicine, nicotine found in vapes can harm your brain development. A male's brain does not fully develop until 25 years old, and a female, 21. Vaping can stunt the growth of your brain, which will make your development of your brain make you older when you have to be older so it fully develops. This is not only an issue for teens, but adults too. Vaping 9 times out of 10 starts with adults, young or old. There are 3 main problems with vaping, which consists of the health of the product, the accessibility of the product, and the marketing of this product. According to Dr. Linda Richer of Policy Research Analysis, vaping is the act of inhaling and exhaling aerosol, often known as vapor. Vapor is mistaken for fine particles such as chemicals that are not supposed to be in your body. There's no way, shape, or form you can justify vapes are not trouble for you or your body. It's a big health risk. There are no pros but only cons to vaping. According to Dr. Richer, vaping can and will damage your brain, heart, and lungs. If your body's more acceptable to cancer, vaping will increase the acceptability of the cancer. Kids often only think about themselves when it comes to vaping too, because this can affect their future sons or daughters, and they only think about themselves because kids are caught up in vaping and drugs and their phones, and they don't think about what could actually happen and what their future consists of. According to Florida National Institute, kids who vape have a higher chance of smoking cigarettes. And many say secondhand smoking is not a thing for cigarettes, but really, it is. Secondhand smoking for vaping is you're breathing in leads and other heavy metals that your body does not want and your body should not have in there. And many teens will say it's not bad, it's just nicotine, but they don't know the real studies on vapes because the studies on vapes aren't as high as they are for cigarettes and other things, and they're finding more and more bad stuff about vapes every year, every second, every week. And it's only a health risk because of the accessibility of the product. 1 in every 5 students have seen and used vapes in school and other public places. But this is only because of the accessibility of the product. I have witnessed, and I'm sure all of you have also witnessed, that older teenagers are supplying kids with vapes in schools, like 18-year-olds that are in this high school are supplying teens, youngins like my age or your guys' age, that when we're not 18, we're still minors. 18 is the legal age to buy and use a vape, but the older kids in high school keep supplying them no matter what we try and do, and we keep trying to stop kids, but it won't work. And the number of people vaping is skyrocketing because of the young kids. Because even young kids are selling them. Somehow kids, maybe they get them from their parents or an older brother or an older sister or older friends that are out of school. But this is only because of the health risk of the product. Marketing attacks kids, teenagers, just like me and you, normal kids just have a normal life. But it's telling us lies. It's saying that that it'll do this or it'll do that. But really, it's not doing anything. It's all it is affecting you and your body and your future. And it's also affecting athletes. When athletes vape to and from sporting events, when they're supposed to be competing at their tip-top shape, when they're supposed to be in the best physical shape of their whole entire life. But vaping is affecting them no matter what they do, and they can't stop because of this nicotine. Teens also vape to and from school, or in bathrooms at school, or in corners, upstairs or downstairs or in elevators, but they also vape in class, and they think teachers don't know. Maybe they hide it under their sweater, or they're in a back room in a classroom. And the marketing that also comes in many shapes and sizes, such as ovals, pens, and little box mods. And the teens say that it's only 18 because of nicotine. But we're trying to keep teens from this product to protect their health, and not only for them, but their future son or daughter. There's 3 main ways we can stop this issue, but it will take a great amount of production. First, starting with the classroom. We need to have a class in high school that will tell kids about the effect that vaping has on you, your future, your peers, your classmates, and just people around you in general. And doing this will get them to second guess themselves, because what kid wants to hurt their friend around them when they're not trying to? Or what kid wants to make their friend do something they don't want to? Because vaping also involves a lot of peer pressure. And second of all, we would raise the age to 21. So the accessibility goes down, because 18-year-olds in high school wouldn't be able to buy vapes for younger kids in high school that want them. And this will make the accessibility drop drastically. And third of all, put teachers in places where kids are vaping to limit it as much as possible. It's not only going to help the kids who are vaping, but the people around the kid who is vaping, because then they can't secondhand smoke, they're not breathing in those heavy leads and other heavy metals. Today I have stated the effect vaping has on your brain, heart, and lungs because of your health, and it can also lead to cancer. While doing so, it will help kids whose bodies are more acceptable to cancer be more safe and make their bodies less acceptable and be as safe as possible. Young adults are also supplying teens with vapes, which is why we need to raise the age to 21 to make the accessibility of the merchandise drop. Marketing attacks young kids and telling them lies that they will look cool and that they'll start a trend and that others will also think they look cool and that they'll be known for that trend. But vaping is a constant unhealthy growing problem for teens all over the world. So as I walk out of here today, as I leave for my last day of my sophomore year, know the real cost of vaping.